Vivid could be a good shout. Is it Vivid? Vivid! Nice one, AJ. That is a shout. You've pulled that one out the bag. Hey guys, welcome back to the Cambridge RTG on FIFA 22. We're not far away from the end of this first season now. And, well, our current form has drawn us just 2 points off the playoffs, albeit other sides have some games in hand above, but some sides that are only 3 points away don't have games in hand. The title race is ridiculous right now. The promotion race, all told, is wide open. Any one of 13 or 14 sides could genuinely still win the title with 10 to 12 games to go. We have 10 games to go, 4 of which we'll get through today. We're going to play the first 3, Shrewsbury, Sheffield Wednesday and MK Dons, and Wimbledon are in the relegation zone. So they'll be the ones that we simulate towards the end of the episode. The plan currently then is to tomorrow play Ipswich, Morecambe and Wigan, and then the day after that, Charlton, Sunderland and Cheltenham. And fingers crossed we can get into an automatic promotion spot. If not, then it'll be the playoffs subsequently after that. The divisions in the lower leagues are always a little bit longer than those in the top flight, obviously because there are 8 more games and an extra competition in League 1 and 2 as well to be played with the Papa Johns, but hopefully we can work our way through and fingers crossed maintain our really good turned around form. We went 7 defeats in 8, we've now won 4 of our last 5 and are back on track. 3 clean sheets in those 5 games as well. Although that one game against Burton stands out as a bit of a dodgy result. Shrewsbury are 12th to begin with. Then after that, Sheffield Wednesday is 16th. Certainly should be a lot higher given the quality of their squad. MK Dons are in the playoffs as you'd expect them, as we say. Wimbledon are down in the relegation zone, 21st at the beginning of play today. We're at full strength, nobody injured. Dimmy's up to 67, which is good. And actually, in yesterday's episode, he turned up and was very important for us. Shrewsbury will play in their changed kit. I think it's probably best that they play in that changed kit. We'll just make sure that their 11 has everybody in the right position, which it actually does. No, it doesn't. Oh, bollocks. I just went to play match anyway. Okay, well, Flanagan at left back is going to have to stay at left back. Sorry, Flanagan. I pressed the wrong button. Right then, let's not press any wrong buttons when we're in game, and let's go and get a win. Hopefully, Flanagan for Shrewsbury isn't like a striker at left wing back. I'll try my best not to just bomb it down the right-hand side of my attack at that left wing-back. Sure, Flanagan might be a CDM or something. We'll find out in due course. Right, you saw their lineup there. Let's give you a quick recap then. Morosi, Daniels, Pennington, Pierre, George Nurse, and Tom Flanagan. Tom Flanagan, my brain is telling me that Tom Flanagan is actually a defender or a CDM. Tom Flanagan is a centre-back. Okay, he's a centre-back with... Alright, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. He's a centre-back, so we can just about get away with that. I think George Nurse is the left-back, actually, isn't he? So it might actually have just swapped George Nurse. And no, George Nurse is a centre-back too, that can play at left wing-back. Yeah, I thought George Nurse was a wing-back. It would have been just those two that I would have needed to switch around. Josh Vella in the midfield for them. David Davis in the midfield as well, alongside Luke Leahy. And they've got Ryan Bowman and Daniel Udo up top for them. Shrewsbury mid-table, but still certainly involved in the playoff hunt, as are we. 3 points, please. All bowled out. Straight to Digby, thank you. Chapman will look for Joey. Joey will look for Lancaster, who's, I think, just onside here, trying to work it on his left, and he'll slot it home beautifully. A positive start, a wonderful start. Cambridge 1, Shrewsbury 0 in the 10th minute. Terrible from their goalkeeper. He literally threw it straight to me. Then it was a case of just making sure we played the right pass at the right time. I had to play that quickly with Joey. And then, to be fair, the heavy touch inside from Jack was intentional, but running the risk of a defender coming across and getting there. Thankfully, Pennington didn't get to me, and Lancaster was able to slot home on his favoured left foot. We'll take that. Cambridge 1, Shrewsbury 0 early doors. Could our great recent form continue? We certainly hope so, and if it does, we'll be right in the promotion picture come the end of today. He dealt with it well. He's used again. Lancaster will come out and try and close this. Flanagan's done me, though, with a turn, and delivers a half-decent ball as well that Okadina will half clear. For some reason, Chapman didn't head that. He waited for it to drop to his feet, and as such, Shrewsbury been able to win it back. That's ludicrous. Why has he done that? If it cost me a goal, I'd have been absolutely furious. There is no reason for him to use his feet there. Just fucking head it, you moron. I hate the way that it does that. There are times when you cross a ball in and you want your man to go with his feet and he'll stoop low and go with his head, as Harvey Nibbs did in a recent episode for us with a cross we put to the back post. And then in scenarios there, we went surely in every single occurrence of that sort of scenario in real life, the player uses his head. But no, on FIFA, he lets it drop and then nearly bloody loses it. Thank you for giving that straight back to me, mate. Appreciate that. Shrewsbury not using possession to the best of their ability so far. And it has cost them their clean sheet. But unfortunately, it's not going to cost them a second goal. Just trying to work some space. Joey's still there. Sam Smith will lift it for Sam. And he's got the legs to get there. Yes, he does. And on his left foot, surely he'll make it too. The two strikers combine. Joey picks up a rare assist, or what I think feels like a rare assist. He and Sam Smith have linked up nicely there. I'm still torn as to who to partner alongside Ironside, because Sam Smith and Harvey Nibbs both offer completely different options and both seemingly have a similar goal conversion rate. It's a good headache to have because they're both contributing, and Sam Smith has done the ultimate contribution there. He scored us a goal, and that gives us a 2-0 lead. It's only his 5th goal in 24 games, though, although a number of those are off the bench. We have to take into account. That's one thing that they could or should perhaps take into account in match stats as well. It should actually register whether it's a start or a substitute appearance. That's something we could actually raise to the devs as an addition for the stat tracking. Because, like you say, it says 24 games for Sam Smith there, but actually, it's not 24 games, is it? It's like 15 starts and 9 substitute appearances. Lancaster will look for Sam Smith at the back post again, but Pennington will get there and clear. And our 2-0 lead will remain intact until half-time. Pierre and George Nurse nicely forward there to Josh Vayler. Moved out wide to Daniels. This is the first time in a while, I think, that we've actually had such a good game against the 5-back. He says as he gives the ball away and now will inevitably concede. No, Dimmy makes a smart save. I think Plymouth played a 5-back against us yesterday, didn't they? And we were able to get a 1-0 win against them. But I felt quite comfortable in this game. And we haven't had that in any game against the 5-back, potentially all season. Shrewsbury are pushing here at the beginning of the second half to try and get themselves back in it, but their deliveries from set pieces haven't been good enough thus far. Josh Vayler has given that straight to Sam Smith. And a counter of sorts, although Sam isn't blessed with electric pace, but he's blessed with enough to get away from the majority of their defenders here. Getting support from Brophy. And then he's got Chapman there. Digby's alongside him. I'll look for Brophy again. Sam Smith will actually use Dunk. Dunk will whip it. Oh, Dunk will not whip it. Is that going to be a goal kick or a corner? Please be a corner. It is going to be a corner. Right, let's see if we can get a third. David Davis going off for them. Joey, or Sam Smith even. He was the most recent goal scorer for us from a corner. Greg Taylor, though, not going to do it. Half an hour left to be played. We are really comfortable in this game so far. And because every game is once a week at the minute with no midweek games, we're not really worrying about squad rotation either. So we are constantly going to be at our strongest throughout the entirety of this month. And hopefully, the month of March will see us fly towards the promotion spots. It's opened up a little bit for Bowman here. And Dimmy again drawn on to make a save at his near post. Corner for Flanagan to deliver. What can he put into the box here? Again, a poor one. And Dunk will clear. Willow thought about going on the overlap. Has elected... Well, no, actually, he's still coming. So I'll drive inside and then we will work it out wide. And then whip it into the middle. And actually, it's James Brophy who heads it off the bar. And we can't get there with Joey, Chapman, Sam Smith. He is left-footed. We'll try this shot. It's well blocked by Pennington, but it will fall to Dunk. And an early ball in is actually really very poor. 20 minutes to go as they bowl it out. I'm going to make some changes just to freshen things up. Let's continue to give Ben Woolman some football. Actually, move him out wide for Lancaster. And we'll give Adam May the game as well. And go on then. Harvey Nibbs for Sam Smith. Smith may have scored a goal, but we want to see if Harvey can still deliver for us. That was really poor from them. For the second time, he's thrown it straight to one of my guys. But on this occasion, we don't punish them for it. And actually, at the other end, Udo could be in. Okadina's with him. And Okadina stands firm to Flanagan. Oh, straight to Digby. And we'll move that centrally. It's a really loose pass from Paul Digby, though. Okadina in the way again. It's been a great centre-back for us so far. Okadina Brophy just gets to that. And May will move it to Nibbs. Oh, who nearly made it past the defender to break in behind. Shrewsbury have been so poor in possession. Really embarrassingly poor from their point of view. They've not been good enough here at all. Ben Woolman is in behind here, and I'll just dink it. And Brophy nearly scored with a header. Oh, Nibbs! Oh, Brophy's picked up an injury again. He had shaken it off. Now he's hurt again. Oh, Nibs very nearly able to give us a third. Brophy's already hit the bar once with a header early doors as well in this second half. And we're not able to kill it off with a third, but just glancing at the clock, we're not going to need to kill it off, even if they get a consolation goal here now, Shrewsbury, which they could do at the back post here. I think that was me that headed that, was it? No, it was their striker. They're going to lose this one by 2-0, Shrewsbury Town. Sorry, lads. Maybe by more if Joey can nod this down to a teammate. Fornar, sorry, does well. But that'll be game. A 2-0 win at home against Shrewsbury. Thank you very much. Hopefully Brophy's not out for too long. He is injured, but at no point did it seem to affect his performance. Well, a deserved win. For the first time in a little while, more of the ball and more chances and the win. A full performance rather than one where the opposition have had more of the ball and more chances than us. Liam Bennett is going to go out on loan to Newport County next year for a year. So that's good news for him. It means he should get plenty of first team football and grow quite considerably, we hope. And fingers crossed that will improve his ability to do a job for us later in the save. We are 7th now. Level on points with Sunderland in the playoffs. And 4 points off first. But there's only there's only 7 points to 12th. And Bolton have a game in hand on 52 and could go up to 55. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? It's actually ridiculous. Up next for us is Sheffield Wednesday away. A trip to Hillsborough coming next. Bennett confirmed as leaving, which is good news. And I've got some scout reports back, so let's have a look at them. Dan Happ at Leyton Orient, 63 rated as a centre-back. An option, yes, but long-term, not sure. Nathan Wood, a youngster at Middlesbrough, certainly could be a loanee opportunity for us there next year in the Championship, if we make it that far, even in League One, to be fair. Josh Key is a right-back from Exeter, 22 years of age, 1.4 million. That is certainly a deal that we could look to do at the beginning of next season. Then Josh Key could come in as our starting right-back. Willow would be backup. And then when Willow ages out, Liam Bennett hopefully will have grown enough to slot in. That's certainly something we could potentially look to do. TJ Ioma, though, is a right back that we could look to, although he's not as fast. He is fairly strong, though. Jumping of 66 at 6 foot tall might be an option at centre back, to be fair. Ashley Hunter is a winger, I think. Yeah, left mid for Salford. Decent physicals and half decent technically as well. He could be someone we could look to. Daniel Pike. He was a right wing back as well at Blackburn, someone potentially on loan. But actually, I'm liking the idea of Josh Key at the moment. Call him up from Exeter. James Hill is a centre-back currently at Bournemouth. Could be another loanee option for us next year. You guys have offered me some good opportunities or some good names in the comment section recently. So we certainly have some options we could utilise there next season. And we may well look to do so depending on A, our budget, and B, what league we're in. Right, let's go to Hillsborough. Right, Sheffield Wednesday then. Bailey, Peacock, Farrell still in goal for them. Will be one of the better goalkeepers in the division. Jack Hunt at right back. Jordan Story, a 70 rated centre back. Liam Palmer, Harley Dean, also a 70 rated centre back. And Jaden Brown at left back. George Byers in midfield, as well as Massimo Luongo and Barry Bannon, 72 rated. Florian Camberi up top alongside Josh Windass. That is such a strong side for Sheffield Wednesday. And they're 16th in the table. Again, not too far away technically from the playoff spots, but you would expect Sheffield Wednesday to be one of the best sides in the league. Challenging certainly for automatic promotion, let alone with an outside chance of maybe sneaking into the playoffs. This is going to be probably entirely different to the game against Shrewsbury. I would imagine this might well be a defeat here away from home, but I shall give it my all. And hopefully my all will be enough to at least take a point from this fixture. But you can see from the way that they're confidently spraying the ball about in these early moments that Sheffield Wednesday in business here. And it's not going to be an easy game at all. Good block by Okadina, though. He's been in the way a lot so far this season. And he'll rise well to win that too. Jubril Okadina is holding down this first-team centre-back spot better than anyone else we could possibly have had at this stage in a career mode. And to be fair... Ref's brought it back. Red card! Red card! Harley Dean, he might be 70 rated at centre-back, but he's not on the pitch anymore. They might have been playing 5-back. They can't anymore. So late. And it's right behind the knee as well. Che Dunkley coming on for Camberi. So they're taking a striker off and bringing a centre-back on. So they will have changed... No, they might actually have stayed with that formation then, Sheffield Wednesday. They have, But Canberry has come off now, and they've brought Che Dunkley on. They moved Harley Dean, the centre-off player, into that striker role. So they're down to 10 men. So they're now playing a 5-3-1 Sheffield Wednesday. So defensively, that will still mean that they're particularly tough to break down. But fingers crossed, especially after the way that they started the game, playing the ball about like that, they won't be as much of a goal threat. Taylor will get it out wide here to Dunkley. I'm going to try and draw that man towards me. So, he's offside there, Brophy, isn't he? So we can find the space in behind the right back. Never mind. Wednesday down to 10 then. And the point remains, Djibril Okadina is a centre-back that with dynamic potential could be with us a hell of a long time in this career mode. He could be one of the men that makes it all the way to the Premier League with us. And indeed he is. And he'll get the ball inside here to Chapman, who's got the space on his left foot to have the shot. It's blocked, but sharpness of feet will work it back to Digby. And Sam Smith, can he find some space for a shot? No. Digger, Chapman, Digger, Brophy, Sam Smith. He'll get the shot away, and Peacock Farrell will make the save. It's been a busy episode so far. A lot of action in both games. Joey's going to win this, surely. Yes! Oh, Joey! Cambridge 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Shot themselves in the foot by crunching him from behind, and he's made them pay again. Drew the challenge to send them down to 10 men, scores the goal to give us a 1-0 lead. Up we go. Oh, Willow can't get there, and Brown is in and slotted nicely. Oh, finish from Josh Windass. Wednesday, fight back. That was struck with such venom at the near part. I didn't expect him to hit it first time, and I fully expected Willow to win that header, and he's not jumped for it. He's just kind of ducked underneath it. That's a cracking finish. That is certainly not the goalkeeper's fault with the near post. Didn't even get the chance to get his feet set. That's just pure shot power and accuracy from Josh Windass. Sheffield Wednesday might be down to 10 men, but this game is not done and dusted. Back to level par. They've proven that they can still cause me a threat up top. So we cannot think that this game is going to be a simple walkover and at least a draw. They've scored one. They can score more. Ironside, didn't quite get it out of his feet to get it over the top to Lancaster on the right. Williams into Joey Ironside. Forced backwards by a really good Sheffield Wednesday line. A line that might be broken here by Sam Smith. Is that a foul? I think it should have been. He's in the box here, Sam Smith. Play continues. We'll dink it back and find only Palmer. I should have taken the free kick in that situation, shouldn't I? Oh, would have been a great opportunity to shoot on goal. But when I was in behind there, I felt like the best thing to do was to continue to try and score from open play. Brown, bit of thought in my side the whole time in this game on the left-hand side of their attack down from left wing-back. And they keep going to him. Digby can't quite get there. And here's Josh Windass again. And Dimmy's at full stretch to keep that out. With 14 minutes to go, we're making our changes to try and give us what we need to win this game. But given the state of play, I'd be quite happy with... What? Not that. That was a fully powered up clearance with the X button on Xbox or square on PlayStation. Fully powered up. And he's done like a scorpion kick, a dink pass to a man that's 5 yards from him. That was infuriating. Here's George Chapman looking for Joey Ironside. There is space out wide, but again, Joey dominated physically from open play by a Wednesday defender. I definitely caught the man there, but the referee didn't even seemingly give an advantage for that foul. I do feel like we're going to need to put wins together more so than the occasional sprinkled in draw or defeat. It's going to be a run of results that sees us fly up the table, and a point against Wednesday isn't really enough to continue our charge towards those playoff spots. More than likely see us fall a little bit further behind after this result, but still with plenty of time to go, and even plenty of games left today. With 2 more to come, I'm pretty sure if we get victory in those remaining 2 games, we will be in the playoffs come the end of the episode today. With 10 men, they have more of the ball than me. They just used it exceptionally well, Sheffield Wednesday. Looking for results that might impact our league position. We're down to 8th and have played a game more than a number above us, but we're still level on points with Wickham in 5th. Christ knows how this season is going to pan out. Christ knows how the episode is going to pan out, let alone the season. MK Dons at home next. We know they are above us. They were above us and should still be, and indeed they are. And they're only a point above us, albeit with 2 games in hand. So provided they don't play one of those games in hand on Tuesday or Wednesday this week, win this next game and will certainly move up at least one spot. MK Dons then in the playoffs and pushing. Coming in goal, Kesler Hayden at right wing back, Baldwin, Harry Darling, Dean Lewington and Daniel Harvey at left wing back, Matt Smith and Kasumu in the two holding roles, with Scott Twine on the left, 71 rated, Theo Corbiano on the right, on loan from Wolves, although in game actually he's there permanently as he was recalled. We had a look at it on stream. He was recalled from his first half of the season loan at Sheffield Wednesday from Wolves to then go to MK Dons in the second half of the season from Wolves, but in game he's actually a permanent signing there. And Mo Asa is up top for them, although they do have Troy Parrott on the bench, as well as Connor Coventry to call upon as well. MK Dons in the playoffs and hunting for the title, given their games in hand as well. But they're certainly catchable for us. And catch them we would very much like to do. Win today, and we will do, because they haven't played any of those games in hand ahead of this fixture. They still only played 36. So if we win this fixture, we will go up to at least 7th, and hopefully higher yet still, as other results might go our way. Oh, dunk, I've overrun that a little bit. And we should hopefully be able to rise into the positions where we aim to end the season at the very least. I want playoffs at the very least. If not, automatic promotion if we can muster it between now and the end of the year. Nicely played out wide. Harvey. MK Dons proving to be really difficult to play against at the minute. Twine are worried about the ball across. And I just couldn't get a foot in with Greg Taylor. And MK Dons square it across the box. Could the keeper have got to that? Like, just come out and intercepted it and dived on it? Maybe. Could Greg Taylor have gotten in the way? Maybe. Keeper just didn't read it, I guess, and just watched it go across him and then tried to react to the shot. Should have pounced on that there, didn't he? I have to be honest. Like, should have got the block in with Greg Taylor, which shouldn't have allowed the cross to come in the first place. If you block the cross, you stop the goal. 1-0 MK Dons. Dunk will get it out wide and in there to Sam Smith, who's turned well. And there's Joey. And Lancaster out wide. I'll look for Smith. We could find Smith. We can't. Baldwin wins it. Cleared away, but not with any real accuracy. Chapman will get it under control. We'll look for Lancaster over the top, but I've not put enough on it. That's poor from me. Oh, but he used a hand there. Right. This is a good position. Sam Smith's on it, but we know that George Chapman has excellent free kick accuracy. 92 curve, 85 free kick accuracy. It's just the power that could let us down here. So I'll put a bit of power on it with the effort. That's going in! Saved by Cumming. I think it would have been post and in had it found its way all the way to target. Chapman delivers the corner, and we could be up here. Taylor! Cumming makes a good save. Greggy T generally tends to head over the bar, but he's gotten that one on target. That's going to fall for Brophy. I'll try and get it to Sam Smith, who'll get it forward quickly to Digby, who looks for Joey Ironside. And it's blocked well by MK Dons. Our first real spell of prolonged pressure on their backline. And it might yet result in a goal. Sam Smith. Oh, coming again with a brilliant stop. In spells like this, you have to make sure you get the goal. And we haven't here in this first half. And we'll go in at the break. 1-0 down. Oh, little back heel. Kasumu. Corbiano. You can see me basically chasing shadows, which is what we've done all game. I'm just chasing where the ball was, not where it's going. Dimmy, what a save with his feet. And reaction clearance from the defender as well. Sam Smith could be on his way in behind here. Ah, just as I'm playing the pass, I get caught on it. Well, MK Dons, just, like I say, untouchable. I've not been outplayed like this with the opposition in possession for a long time. I thought the Wednesday game was tough, but this is another level. MK Dons playing like prime Barcelona at the minute. Just, oh, I mean, they're not even the better side. This is arguably the most, oh my God, arguably the most difficult game we've played all season. How they haven't scored a second so far is a mystery. Twine delivers the corner. Dunk is up. It's not flicked away well. Chapman blocks that nicely. We'll chase it, but Smith is going to win the foot race. Oh, gorgeous little back heel. Corbiano back to Baldwin. And thankfully, they've given it away. If it still remains as just one, we have the slimmest of chances of maybe getting something from this game. But I absolutely do not deserve it. MK Dons should be 3 or 4 goals to the good so far in this fixture. And I'm needing to make changes now just to try and stay competitive. Digger for May. I'll bring Varga on for Brophy. Might be just the 2 changes we make for now, but I'm not sure anything I can do in this game is going to change the way that the fixture finishes. I've tried to be as composed as I can be in possession as well, but they're just everywhere offensively and everywhere defensively. Dunk. I have to go backwards here. I'm going to try and build a measured move, but I don't have much time left to try and get it done. That's the only problem. Lancaster does have Willow on the overlap, and we'll use him here. We'll stand the ball up into the middle, and Joey's there with the header. To be fair, we have drawn a few saves that are coming in this game, and you couldn't begrudge us 1 goal, given our amount of chances, but it would be unfair on MK Dons not to win this game. Dunk. Oh, it's just not. I just can't do it. MK Dons are just too good. Fair play. They were so good, I'm going to have to applaud them. I was helpless in that game to get anything other than the defeat. It was just a case of by how many would we lose it. And in the end, we get fortunate and only lose it by 1, which at least saves our goal difference from our promotion fight. But the defeat certainly won't help. But there was nothing I could do in that game. Absolutely nothing I could do to avoid that. Up next will be the sim against Wimbledon, where, fingers crossed, we can get back to winning ways. Since the beginning of the episode, Wimbledon have actually drawn themselves out of the relegation zone, so they're actually going to be in half-decent form at the moment. But it's very tight for those relegation spots as well, isn't it? Look, Donny on 27, done and dusted. Fleetwood on 34, probably done and dusted. But 42, 42, 43, 43, 45, 47, that could go anywhere. Any number of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, any number of those 7 sides from 17th to 22nd could well go down. And, well, you want to know how tight it is at the top? You can see how tight it is at the top. 62 points for Ipswich. 61, 60, 60, 60, 59, 59, 57, 57, 57, 57. 56, 55. Still a 13-way fight for the playoff spots and arguably the title as well. Only 7 points between 13th and top. It is, without any shadow of doubt, the tightest league I have ever had. Be that FIFA, be that Football Manager, it's outrageous. We should win this. And we do! And we do! Ironside with 1. Sam Smith with a late brace to give us all 3 points. Will that move us into the playoffs at the end of the episode, moving into the final 2 episodes of the season? It doesn't, but only on goal difference. Only on goal difference. Ipswich have won, so still 5 points off top for us. And MK Dons still with games in hand, and Sunderland and Lincoln. But we are level on points with Morecambe. It's only the +3 goal difference in their favour that keeps them above us in the league. Portsmouth behind us have a game in hand. Plymouth have a game in hand as well. Oxford have a game in hand as well and can come within 1 of us. You just can't predict it. You just can't predict it at all. Tomorrow, Ipswich, top of the table. Morecambe and Wigan, who were, at least I think, challenging. They're in 9th. Big game. Morecambe, are they above us as well in the table, actually, are they? Yeah, Morecambe in 6th as well. Jesus Christ. We've got a lot of games against those around us coming up in the final 2 episodes of the season. Ipswich, Morecambe, Wigan tomorrow. All 3 of which are playoff and automatic promotion chasing rivals. Charlton, then Sunderland, who are above us, and Cheltenham before the end of the league season, where we could be in the playoffs, we could be in the top 2, we could be 15th. I don't know. Joey Ironside, though, picking up goals. Hanlon hasn't scored for a little while. Wycombe were top and flying, and they've dropped to 5th. So Wycombe wobbling at the end of the season. Oh, we need to... Put it this way. If we win all of our remaining games this season, we will at least finish in the playoffs. And a high playoffs finish too. But how likely that is, I have no idea. Right, that'll do for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more. This season finale is going to be tense. I'll see you tomorrow.